3 ways, 1, 2, 3 ways to deal with the hip heist on the wall / cage. The hip heist is a really great way to stand up. If you don't know how to hip heist, get my anti-wrestler course. We cover everything there. Now, basis of it is the guy goes posted arm, bridges, gets his knees to the ground, and starts wall walking, right? Yeah, and he's wall walking and gets up. You see this all the time. You see this in almost every single UFC fight, at least once. So we need some strategies here to make sure we understand some strategies to shut that down. This isn't an exhaustive manual on how to shut down the hip heist. Maybe we'll put that out at another point. These are some really good, easy strategies to think about when dealing with this. Just finished your double leg. You want to make sure you can stabilize before this guy starts hip heisting. Number one thing that you'll see is a leg wrap, right? All these Dagestanis are lifting, locking one leg under. So I lift his legs up. I slide one of my legs under like that, and then I take the other leg and I hook over and pull and lock. And now when I lock, I can sit. Now I'm not triangling my feet. I'm like crossing my calves and I'm pinching and sitting. The further back I go with this, the more compression I can get on the legs, but this actually leaves him somewhat free to move. So I need to be a little more lean forward. I like to bring my head towards the jawline here, head towards the pocket, but I don't want to do this. Okay, I don't want to drive in too much because then my legs have no, I don't have any pressure on his legs and he'll be much freer to move. So I'm going to do something like this, like split the difference. And now from here, I can start grabbing his head or punching with both hands. Whenever I'm ready, I grab his head and I start attacking posts. Sometimes I'll post on both sides so you can choose either one. A lot of the time he's gonna be somewhat tilted, right? Like he's already tilted over there. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna grab that wrist. And now I'm gonna pull that hand off the ground while pushing his head down. And now I'm not necessarily gonna completely let go of his legs. I'm gonna get an underhook on this top arm like that. Grab the trap. I really like this trap, sort of the Dagestanis. Islam always grabs that thing in this position. And now I'm gonna sprawl my hips down. I'm really compressing his knees together, which kills his guard effectively. Him getting up now is very difficult, and I have the ability to start doing a lot of damage here. Next, we're gonna lift up the ankles. Maybe I wanna do a little bit more damage, or I'm finding it difficult to lock his legs because he's pushing my head away. Some guys are smart and they know we want the leg wrap, so they're gonna push my head down towards their feet. This makes it very difficult to wrap over their legs. So what I'm gonna do is he's pushing me that way, so I just go more that way. I bring myself down, I stand up, I slide my hands down until they hook the feet. And now I lift, and I bring my hip in with it. And now I walk like that. And now I can direct the legs to one side and bang, bang, bang. Heavy damage. I've gotten his back down to the mat. He's in more of a supine position on his back or on his side. Much harder for him to stand up here, and I can start chaining to passing or just staying here and doing heavy damage. First, I want to wrap the legs, right? He's pushing my head down, okay? And now I'm sliding down. When I go to lift, he keeps both of his hands on the ground and he starts doing a hamstring curl with both of his legs, so they become very heavy. Right? Now I'm not going to be able to get his back on the ground. But all I really need to do now is I'm going to thrust my hip forward and step in over top of his knee line and then drop my hip on his hip. So I'm pulling, it's not working. Hamstring curl. I throw my hips in and then I go down. If you watch a lot of Damian Maia, that's where I got this from. And I can end up in the mount position here. Okay, I can also end up in more of like a leg ride type position. And sometimes I'll go from the mount And then as he's turning this direction, I'll go to a leg ride, okay? Because this isn't the most stable position, especially if his back is close to the wall, right? This isn't the most stable position. So I need to be ready to chain to this, which I find much better. And now I'm pushing the head, heavy damage, grab that arm, pull it off, bang. So he's pushing my head down, going down. He's curling, I'm not able to lift. I'm gonna jump my hips forward and sit down here. This is the biggest problem. Offline the head. Bang, 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 bang. Dead. Okay, so when you're doing this, first we're trying to control the legs, right? 1 and 2 options are controlling the legs. If we can't control the legs, then we're gonna control the hip. And then we make sure that we control the head so that we get them down, get their torso on the ground where they're stable, and have to play their guard, have to play their bottom game in order to start building back up. If you guys have any questions or comments, please drop it. And then always like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Peace. I love you.
You want to fight in MMA like this right now, this is the perfect time to sign up for my pro fight guide. Every single video that I ever release, including the anti-wrestler guide, which is like 70 plus videos. We got the MMA basics course that we're building right now, getting new videos out there every single week. This is my 22 years of MMA experience bottled up in one package. I fought in the UFC. I train elite guys. Ali Wasuk just won the belt. BFL Bantamweight champion. If you want to be like this guy, get into this course right now. You also get access to my private community. You'll be able to talk directly to me. Send me things that you're struggling with. Say you're getting armbarred by everybody, getting smashed by wrestlers, you're getting ground and pounded, whatever the situation is, let me know and I will personally help you. I can send you videos. You can send me your training videos, but I'm not letting too many more people in, so get in now before we close it off forever.